children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. And in this video review, I have with me the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy's 2-pack of Laserbeak and Ravage. And as you can tell from the packaging, it's got some really good artwork on there. The red Transformers lettering, the war-torn logo on the top right corner, Takara Tomy, and the main title right there, and of course you got Ravage and Laserbeak. And I've seen other video reviews about these two, and I am very impressed with Laserbeak. Ravage, not so much. But hey, you know what? I may change my mind throughout this review. But let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging real quick. And here we have the packaging here. And you got the regular product shots of Ravage and Laserbeak. And even with just the product shots alone, Laserbeak looks really badass on there. Ravage in cassette mode looks pretty good. In his Panther mode, not so much. I'm sorry. So if I do anything with Ravage, if I hadn't already put repo labels on Soundwave here, I probably would have just gone ahead and just kept them in his chest and had Laserbeak out and about with Soundwave. Otherwise, basically he'd probably be stuck in the package for the duration of its life here. But you know what? Let's go ahead and review them. Like I said, I may change my mind throughout the review. I have to go ahead before we continue. I want to give a shout out to Bad Stan from Cybertronz Elite. I got this off of him. Paid a good price. It was a good fair price. So thank you, Stan, for that. And hopefully if I don't see these guys at the Christmas party coming up, I will see them in the new year. So let's go ahead and get these guys open, and in the words of Optibotamus, let's see how cool they really are. Okay folks, there they are outside of their packaging, and I have to say I'm kind of torn, because I want to be able to give a good review, but I also know that there's going to be some negativity involved in this. So, like any person, you want to go ahead and start off with, this is sort of like a good news, bad news type of thing. So I'm going to start off with the bad news. Ravage. I've seen the pictures of them from before I got this figure. I've also seen the couple of video reviews, and I mean, sideways he kind of looks okay, but once you start angling him out, you start seeing the differences. Now, if this character is supposed to be a Panther, Hasbro dropped the ball on this big time. This variation of the character is a total and epic failure. I mean, he is way too bulky for this type of animal. I mean, the only good thing he's got going for him because I did get a chance to play around with him before filming, and I will show you in a moment. The only thing he's got good, the good thing he's got going for him, is when he's transformed into his cassette mode, if you want to call it that much. Now, the thing about it is, there's not a variation in terms of transformation between him and Laserbeak. The transformations are, I want to say, they are different, but they're almost the same as well, and I will show you. So for anyone that has ever had a G1 Ravage, basically you know that his transformations, you know, basically was basically a slender, streamlined panther. I don't know about you folks, but does this look slender and streamlined to you? Yeah, granted, yeah, he's got some really good molded detail and some good paint applications, but there is a lot to be desired about this. I think this trend started up with I think it was with Combiner Wars, when they no, I stand corrected. Fall of I think it was the fall of Cybertron, Soundwave Sound Blaster with the recording discs. You know, the way they did Ravage, and I think that it also extended onto the later you know, themes for Transformers, like with Combiner Wars and such, or Titans Returns in this case. The cassette for Ravage was just too thick, not to mention it wasn't even a cassette, it was some other type of gizmo. And this one, they're supposed to try and make it into like a cassette to fit in his chest, and I'm not seeing good things about this. So let's just go ahead and continue on before I really go ahead and, you know, depress myself. So we're gonna go ahead and transform him. Now for this, you gotta go ahead and slide the, oops, sorry. We're gonna go ahead and pull these legs up. I'm gonna slide these legs down. Turn these legs around. There we go. And slide this down into this crevice here. I don't know, there you go. Trying to go ahead and keep everything in light. You know, slide the legs down like so. And you're going to take these legs and pull them up like that. There you go. So you got the first part done. Now, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to lift these legs back up so I can do these legs here. Now for that, you're going to pull these legs up like so, and you're going to pull this head down this way, and it goes into that crevice. Oh, hold on, sorry. Something I did forget to do, and that was to pull the head down. So let's pull that down like so. Now we can slide that down here, and there we go. Snap. So far so good. We were able to get that in. Now we gotta get these legs down, and we're gonna slide them in like that. Slide this in like that. There we go. Now all we gotta do is snap these legs in, snap these legs in, and then slide these down. Now, like I said, it's supposed to be some sort of recording device, and it's got the general rectangular shape of a micro cassette and so forth. When you turn it around, you see Cybertronian kitty robot kibble. And the disappointment continues with this one. Like I said, I've seen pictures of this figure already, and needless to say, I already knew that for Ravage it was not going to be a good review. So I'm sorry if if y'all don't like my preconceived notions about this figure, but this is what happens when you see sneak peeks and you know, you already got that disappointment, so it's not going to go away. But let's see how this works out in his chest. So I'm going to put this off to the side, say goodbye to the Score Kitty, and we're going to go ahead and review Laserbeak. Now Laserbeak, I have to say, you know, is gonna be a little bit better of a review, mostly because like I said, like Ravage, I've seen Laserbeak, but I like this mode a lot better. This is definitely reminiscent of the OG1 microcassette that Laserbeak, you know, used to represent. Now this is where I was saying earlier, transformation in a way is the same but different, and you're gonna see why in a moment. Now, as you can tell, you got a lot of good molded details and paint applications. It kind of sort of like is a merge and a homage to the Laserbeak character when he was in Cybertron in the original G1 cartoon, but you also have the homage to his G1 toy as well. So you can tell, you know, the no face and stuff. Now I do know that Toy Hacks does have repo labels for both these items. There's also an add-on set that comes with the repo labels for Laserbeak, that you see the extra booster pieces, so it kind of clips in. And you also see some labels that gives him that G1 face, which I'm not going to use because I like the face the way it is. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and transform him, and you're going to see exactly what I was talking about when it comes down to the similar transformation. So in this case, you're going to go ahead and put this thruster pack back here. Oops, there we go. Snap that back in there. There you go, and you just slide that in. Now you're going to go ahead, take his head, straighten that out, and boop, slide that back in there. Now you're going to go ahead and slide his wings in, and in the back his feet slide in like so. So again, you know, you do see Birdie robot kibble, and you do see like a cybernetic recording disc, or you know, recording cassette. Now, like I said, it's similar to the original transformation that Hasbro or Takara had done when they first released these figures, or this one in particular. Now remember Ravage, the way he kind of folded up, and I'm going to put them side by side. Hang on. Alright, so you see them side by side, and the transformations are similar. So that's where they dropped the ball. They tried to go ahead and do the same transformation with Ravage as they did with Laserbeak, and I can tell you, it is not working. Now, what made Ravage a memorable character for me, especially from the OG1 toy line, is because in cassette, whoops, he fell. Honestly, he fell. Don't look at me like that. He fell. Anyway, okay, so like I said before, in the original G1 cartoon, I'm going to put Laserbeak down so I can free up my hand. For anyone that ever had the original Ravage, notice that, you know, you remember that his legs came out from both sides of the cassette. So they came out like so, they came out like so. His head flipped over and came out, his tail came out from the top, and you saw that slender outline. That's what made Ravage. That is the transformation that Hasbro should have gone ahead and copied for this one in particular. But instead, Hasbro got lazy, and they figured, well, let's go ahead and do the same thing. You know, we'll do the same transformation with Ravage as Laserbeak. And it didn't work out. So I'm sorry, Hasbro. You fucked up. I'm sorry. So will I use this? Honestly, I sincerely doubt it. I may transform him back into robot mode and put him back into packaging. Laserbeak, however, I am going to continue using, mostly because his transformation works for this particular character. It works, and I do see him being posed with Soundwave, in his arm or ejecting from his chest. Ravage, not so much. I'm sorry, I will not use him from this point. But I'm going to go ahead and transform them back. Well, as a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and utilize Soundwave. And give me a moment to get this set up so I can go ahead and show how they fit in his chest. Okay, folks, so we're going to go ahead and see how it works out in this case. Now, like I said, they're supposed to be Cybertronian micro cassettes. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to go ahead and insert the figure. So it's going to have to go down, slide, and pop. It fits in there. Will it eject? Let's try that. Ta-da! It ejects. You slide out Laserbeak, and boom. Now, what I probably am going to do, in the future, is I want to go ahead and take a stab at stop motion animation. And I want to I don't know if anyone remembers the original commercials. There was one where you see Soundwave pressing his eject button, and he reaches into his chest and slides out a cassette and throws it. I want to go ahead and basically recreate that in stop motion. So it may take me a while because I've never done stop motion before, so bear with me. But here's Laserbeak once again, and I'm going to put him right here, and I am going to go ahead and insert Ravage. Now, with this figure, I've had him for less than a couple of hours or so. So I've been playing around with them, and I noticed that with Ravage, it is a pain in the ass to get him to eject. Now, I may wind up being proven a liar at this point when I put him in his chest, so bear with me. And if I cheer that, yes, it's not coming out, there is a reason. So, there we go, back in his chest. Let's open that up. Yep. Okay, so I'm not a liar. This is what's going on. Now, it could be the way it's constructed. Come on. So I'm going to slide that back in there. Yeah, see? Okay, so this is another reason why I'm not going to be using this thing. So put that over there. So let me get some things rearranged in the setup here, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my final thoughts. All right, so I know it's not an in-depth review. However, I just went ahead and showed off the basics, its transformation, the way it looks, my own personal opinions about each of them, and that's basically what this channel is all about. Now, as you've all heard my reviews, you've heard my opinions about each of these figures in this 2-pack. So, will this 2-pack be good? And not to, I know I'm taking a page from Patriot Prime, but will this 2-pack, be essential for your Siege collection? Yes, especially for Laserbeak, and especially if you're a G1 enthusiast and you like the line and you see that this would be good for Soundwave, then yes. Should you use both of them? That is personally up to you. You've heard my opinion about Ravage. I'm not going to use them. That's my own personal preference. But you may feel differently. Each person is different. And to loosely quote, MGO, it's your toy, display it how you wish. So if you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, leave them in the comment section in the box down below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Be sure you ring the notification bell so that way you're notified when a new video is posted. Now, I do have a P.O. box, which I'm going to go ahead and leave in the description below. So if you want to help contribute in, I'm sorry, I just had lost my train of thought. So if you wish to help in me making more videos and you want to contribute a figure, by all means, please do so. I'm going to leave a post office box in the description down below, as well as a physical address to send that to. So this is Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy's 2-pack that includes Laserbeak and Ravage. This is Phoenix Draconis thanking you for watching my videos, and do continue to support me in any way, shape, or form. I really appreciate it. This is stuff that I like, and YouTube is an outlet that allows me to go ahead and do so. Unlike some other YouTubers that basically they get paid to do this, I myself am doing it out of my own pocket. I do not have any revenue going, so any type of help is greatly appreciated. Even if you want to donate a toy to review on this channel, I will appreciate it nonetheless. So once again, this is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace. Okay, folks, and there they are. As you can tell, not even Soundwave was pleased with Ravage. I mean, he went ahead and gunned him down. Damn.